I just recently purchased this Jeep Wrangler Deluxe 4-seater wagon and absolutely love it so far. So I wanted to go over some of the best features about it and what it has that the Wonderfold didn't necessarily have for us. For background, I have been very lucky. I've been able to try many 4-seater wagons on the market, and I did love the Wonderfold. However, it did have a lot of accessory pieces that I felt I had to purchase separately and didn't necessarily want to do that. This wagon specifically has 8 different positions for the handlebars on either side, so you can push it from either direction and you can adjust it fully depending on your height or also depending on how you use the handlebar, because it can also be used to secure the seat, as you will see in just a moment here. It does have 4 seats. You can see 2 on either side, and the seats pop out very easily, so you can actually move them out of the wagon if needed or turn them around to face more back to back or bus style seating for your kiddos and your storage needs. If you choose to remove the seats, you can see here that you can actually cover up those little buckles, so it can be used as a full wagon to lay your kiddos down or for storage, as I said before. I love this wagon's features of being able to actually have the seats hanging over the edge, so you will see here as I unzip and unbuckle one side of the wagon, and it actually folds right over, so I could slide these seats back in, which allows my kiddos to have their feet hanging out the sides of the wagon and adding that extra leg room if needed. With these seats being raised, it's also so nice to have that storage underneath the wagon because it is a very tall wagon. It is a bit bulky. However, for us, that means we can hold 4 kiddos in here and still have plenty of storage space underneath the seats for diaper bags, water bottles, snacks, really whatever else we need. I briefly pictured some of those additional accessories that this wagon automatically comes with, one being a storage caddy, and you will actually also see that it does come with a cooler and a little hook that actually holds the cooler on the outside of the wagon as needed. These easily accessible and included accessories were definitely what made me go with this wagon over the other choices on the market, as well as the ability to go ahead and turn these seats outwards so that my kiddos' feet can be hanging out the side and still have all that storage space. I quickly found that with the Wonderfold wagon, I was feeling like I was missing a few of those important accessories, like a canopy that went up easily and had a drop-down side so I could adjust to block the light from my kiddos, and this one actually comes with a little drop-down canopy that sits in the top visor there. It's so nice to have, and the canopy itself does fold up very easily and has a little storage carrying case that hangs onto one side of the wagon, so you can store it when not in use but still have it on the go. Having that adjustable visor piece was so important to me, and it does also have little magnets on either side to go ahead and connect to the wagon. You can also see here that it has a cup holder and snack tray right in the middle for the kiddos to share as well, and that snaps on and off very easily while still remaining nice and secure. An important aspect with the snack tray was that it was included, unlike the Wonderfold, and that it's a plastic snack tray, so it's nice and sturdy. I also love the ability to be able to fold up the wagon with the snack tray still on. It also features 2 additional cup holders on the outside there, so you can use those for parent cups or for extra kiddo cup holders. Beside the many accessories, it does also have those little drop-down panels on either side of the wagon for some extra storage. This wagon is also the same weight as the Wonderfold. I think it's about 61 pounds, and the Wonderfold is estimated to be about 60 pounds, so very comparable when you're talking about the weight and lifting and storage. Also included with this wagon are these handle covers, which help keep that foam nice and fresh. Much easier to clean these leather covers than the handles themselves. There is very minor prep to go ahead and fold up the wagon. You can see I pull out those back panels where the little metal bars are on either of the seats, and you can still leave them connected in those front drop-down pieces as long as those metal bars are removed. Then from there, you'll just pull up on the little lever that sits at the bottom of the wagon, and it folds right down as you lean it towards the ground. I've definitely found that leaning it onto the ground helps it to secure and latch. As you can see here, it does need a latch on the side there in order to be fully closed and nice and easy to pick up and carry and lift into your car. I will also add that even with the heavy weight, I am 37 weeks pregnant in these videos, and my husband did the heavy lifting, but I find it to be super manageable to lift this if I needed to. And while this wagon is a bit bulky and heavy, it is exactly what we were looking for a perfect 4-seater wagon with all the accessories.